Our first guest is certainly a lovely actress. She's starring in a new motion picture entitled Frida. It's currently showing in selected cities. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Salma Hayek. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the show. You look wonderful, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Well, I was watching this movie this afternoon, and boy, it's exciting. It's a life people don't live anymore, is it? It's a whole different kind of deal, and you were.
And if they live it, they hide it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was very. The word I used earlier was exotique.
Yes. That's a good word.
Yeah. Did you? You must have enjoyed making the film. It was made mostly in Mexico, wasn't it?
Oh yes, we had a blast. Too much fun, I think.
Really? Now, what do you mean by too much fun?
Well, it was a nice group of people, you know, with a strong spirit, and we were just so happy to be there. And I was home, so a lot of my friends are in the movie, and then I would come home, and then more friends from Mexico. So I got very little sleep.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but you certainly looked lovely in the motion picture.
You like my eyebrow? Yeah?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I did. Now, boy, you smell great. That's just crazy. What is that? That's unbelievable. That's just lovely. Is that, man?
Every time I come, I tell you it's my sweat.
Oh, now stop that. Are you sweating a little, though, seriously?
Oh, yeah, you make me sweat, baby.
Congratulations. I'd like you to have a complimentary Snickers bar.
Thank you very much.
Everybody who breaks a sweat gets a Snickers bar. What do they say about chocolate?
It's a substitute.
Really? Oh, yeah. Now, I know in addition to acting, you're directing motion pictures. Now, why in the world would you want to direct motion pictures? I mean, acting is hard enough, isn't it?
It's actually great. I actually really liked it. My favorite part is you don't have to go through the hair and makeup, you know? So you just watch those poor victims wake up really early in the morning and go to that trailer, and you're just happy you don't have to be there.
Right, but it's a lot of work, isn't it? You got to be responsible for everything.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress. It's fun. You know, it was my very first time, and I had some surprises.
What kind of surprises?
Like the first, you know, big meeting. I have a big meeting with everybody. And we're going through the things that we need to get done, preparing for shooting. And all of a sudden, the location lady, Carol Fontana, says
Carol
to
Fontana.
Me, she's wonderful, Carol Fontana, in Utah. Hey, hello, Carol. My whole crew and team, they were wonderful. But she says, what are we going to do about the cricket handler?
The cricket handler?
The cricket handler. Wrangler, actually.
Cricket wrangler?
Yes. And I go, no, we have a dog. It's not a cricket, you know? And she said, no, we have a plague of crickets. Thousands of them, like 2,000 would come and take over a wall. And they sing, and...
So that interrupts the film visually and screws up the sound of the movie, right?
Exactly.
So what do you do for a thing like that?
You get a cricket wrangler. Yeah.
And what did he or she do?
Well, you know, she got some money for free because the minute we showed up, the crickets went away, thank God.
Really?
Yeah.
So you dodged a bullet on that.
Yes, yes.
What is the movie we're talking about there?
It's called The Maldonado Miracle.
Oh, I see.
And it's for Showtime.
Good. And when it would be seen soon?
I have no idea.
All right. Let's talk about. Let's talk about Halloween in Mexico. Is it a big holiday in Mexico?
Yeah, it's big, but not as big as the Day of the Death, which is November the 2nd. We celebrate the dead.
Day of the Death?
The Day of the Dead.
People just love that, don't they?
Yeah. But it's good, you know, they're gone. They have to have a party on Earth every once in a while. Right. So what we do is we do a, how do you say, an altar, you know. And we put their pictures and flowers and food, all the things they liked.
Oh, so it's a celebration of the people who have passed in the previous year.
Exactly. And my grandfather Elias died, and he used to like cigars. So you put the cigars and their favorite food, and one, you know, quite young, I decided I was going to have a cigar for my grandfather who passed away, and I tasted the cigar and I liked it, so I took up smoking cigars.
When you were a small girl?
Not so small, but you know, like my 20s.
Oh, I see, 20 years old. Yeah.
And then, of course, now that I was doing Frida, I had an altar for Frida. And I put the cigarettes and the tequila. And you know when you're stressed, you know you're in real trouble when you start stealing from the dead. You know, you come home and you're like, wow. Frida's not gonna miss a sip or two, you know, or one cigarette.
Well, you know, now when we come back, we'll talk about Frida, and you tell people who she was and what she was and what's going on there, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back here with Salma Hayek, everybody. Now, were you ever, now in Mexico, and maybe get them all over North America now, but you have these Mexican soap operas. Do they still have those there?
Oh, yeah.
Are they very popular? Are they like the United States soap operas?
They're more.
They're like a big deal. People
they're a big deal, but they last less because here they're eternal.
They don't run too long in Mexico?
No. 6 months, you know, 8 months.
And were you ever on?
Yeah, that's how I got started.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the soap opera you were one of them?
It was called Teresa.
And were you Teresa?
Yeah, I was Teresa.
Oh, that's good.
And they're completely different. I don't know how they do soaps here, but there they put a device in your ear.
A laser listening device.
I don't think I got the laser because this was a long time ago. I got some mechanic weird thing. That's why we wear the big hair to cover it up, you know.
So you actually have an earpiece.
Earpiece.
And people are talking to you on the.
Yes, they give you they give everybody's lines. Like you gotta like make sure you're saying yours. And sometimes they give you stage directions, and they have like quotes. You know, like a code. Like mutis means. You know, you have to leave, and sometimes you're saying your lines, and they say to you, for example, move to the right, you're covering his light, and you're saying, I love you, please don't leave me, and then you just like sort of move, and then they go, now cry, and you're like, I love you, please don't leave. And then all of a sudden, you know, you get a new girl that says, I love you, please don't leave, muties, please don't leave. And they're telling her to get the hell out of there, you know?
But now, but why do they do that? Why? I mean, wouldn't it be easier just to have a script?
It's faster, yeah. We don't learn, you know, you don't learn the lines there.
And do people like that about the soap operas, or they don't notice that about?
They don't notice, no. No.
They don't notice.
No, you know, these actors become like pros at the.
Oh, they get very good at it.
Yeah.
Maybe we try that here.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Sometimes it's not so good.
Couldn't be any worse.
Like one time I heard somebody in the background saying, my God, it's not about me, it's about the other girl. She's getting fat. She's looking like a cow, you know, and the girls, you know, just beginning to cry in the wrong place.
The poor dear.
Yeah.
Do you know where she is now? Could I call her?
No.
All right.
I'm not going to say who it is.
Now, tell me about Frida. It's an interesting character and a person I had no knowledge of before the movie. I feel ignorant about that. I feel ignorant about many things.
No,
But I've made a comfortable living.
But it is.
But tell people who Frida was.
Well, Frida was this extraordinary woman. She was an artist, and she had an unbreakable spirit. You know, she had a lot of problems in her life, health-wise, and she had a husband that cheated on her a lot. But she... And
the husband of a famous painter, certainly.
A very famous painter, Diego Rivera.
Right.
And,
who did the great mural at the entrance of
the Rockefeller Center, but they tore it, they put it down because... you know, he had some problems with Rockefeller. You have to, I don't want to tell you a lot about the film, you know, because you have to go see it.
Well, people will go see it.
And find out. But what I can tell you is that it's an extraordinary love story that is completely different than anything you've ever seen. And it's a love story not about falling in love, but about staying in love against all odds, you know.
Well, that's the key, isn't it?
That is the key. Yeah. And it's very sexy, don't you think?
Well, yes, I did.
Yes.
I did think it was.
Very sexy movie.
There's some scenes, especially when they're taking you out of you're in like a body cast. And then sooner or later, and my prayers were answered, they had to take you out of the body cast.
That's correct, yeah.
Now, We'll see a clip here.
Oh, good.
Do you know what we're going to see?
Yes, I think we're going to see, there is a contest between Diego Rivera, who later becomes my husband, and Cicados, and Tina Modotti, who's played by Ashley Judd. It's telling them that whoever drinks the most tequila...
Oh, this is the drink and they get to dance.
Yes, they get to dance. But I forgot to say Frida was also bisexual, so she gets her way into the contest, too.
Okay, here we go. This is Frida. Take a look. I don't know women like this.
Now...
Do you know women like this, Paul?
I will, in my dreams, I do.
In my dreams.
Oh, my Frida is one of a kind, but if you want to see the tango, that's nothing. If you want to see the tango and how it ends, you have to go see the movie.
That's right. And wait till she comes out of the body cast. That's... Well, it's a great pleasure to see you again. Nice to have you here. Good luck with the motion picture. Enjoy your candy. Happy
Thank you
Halloween.
very
Salma Hayek, everybody. We'll be right back.